Let's talk legal stuff. A Georgia judge throwing out 6 counts yesterday in the state's election interference case against President Donald Trump and his 18 co-defendants. Judge McAfee saying this in the order: the lack of detail concerning an essential legal element is, in the undersigned opinion, fatal. As written counts, these 6 counts contain all the essential elements of the crimes, but fail to allege sufficient detail regarding the nature of their commission. The underlying felony solicited, in other words, a naked charge of solicitation, cannot survive unless accompanied by additional elements that solicited the felony. It comes as McAfee is expected to rule this week on whether to remove Fani Willis and her relationship with that Nathan Wade, about when that relationship started. Did they, in fact, lie on the stand? Here with reaction, criminal defense attorney Lexie Rigden. Lexie, great to see you. First off, on tossing the 6 counts, 3 against President Trump, 10 now remain. How significant?
You know, the prosecution is hobbling a little bit, but they might have won the defense won the battle on this, but not necessarily the war. But when you look at the optics of this, you have Fani Willis on her heels, and now you have counts being dismissed in a historic, very famous case where they're probably very embarrassed at the office. But the prosecution is going to continue, and the office could choose to re-indict these counts, but they would have to do it right.
And they'll delay everything by the time they put it together, roll it out, and try to add to it. And do they think they have enough? And is it worth the delay? Because they seem to be in a real rush.
Well, exactly. And I think that they've already listed this. They've requested a date of August to start. But, I mean, there's another case going on in Fulton County, the Young Thug trial, which is also a RICO trial. And that jury selection took months. And so I don't think, regardless of what the delays are, this is not being tried before November.
So let's talk about delays. We're going to find out about Fani Willis. And will they give it to another county if they kick her out?
Right.
Here's what Judge McAfee said on a radio show yesterday.
I gave myself a deadline because I knew everyone wanted an answer. And I'll tell you, an order like this takes time to write. There's a lot that I have to go through. And so, you know, I'll emphasize this. I've had a rough draft and an outline before I ever heard a rumor that someone wanted to run for this position. So the result is not going to change because of politics. I am calling it as best I can in the law as I understand it. So I still feel like I'm on track to having that done by the deadline that I put on myself.
What do you expect?
Oh, boy, that's hard. I'm not a betting person, but I think that there are so many issues that have been raised, so many legitimate issues of a potential conflict, whether it's a perceived conflict or an actual conflict, which, as you remember, is a dispute about whether the legality of what is required is a dispute for the judge. But if I had to put money on it, I think he might be leaning toward disqualification, given how much time and attention he put on this case.
And that's the case that gave the president the mugshot, which he's now selling cards and T-shirts and mugs on.
He's capitalizing on it like any businessman would, right?
They thought he would kill him, and he's actually raising money on it. A mug on a mug. Now, today the president's going to choose, I think, to be back in court in Florida, where he's going to ask a judge that he appointed, by the way, to dismiss the classified documents case. For what reason?
2 reasons. There are 2 motions that are pending. One is that the charges are unconstitutionally vague based on the Espionage Act, and the other one is that the Presidential Records Act actually protects him, and there's a difference between presidential records and personal records, and he's saying that these were essentially personal records, so he had complete authority to do whatever he wanted with them, including bringing them back to Mar-a-Lago, and he didn't need to turn them over. That's the crux of it.
When will she'll hear it? It'll last one day, and then is this a Hail Mary pass, or is this a legitimate consideration for this judge?
I think it's a legitimate consideration, given that this is novel and there's no precedent for it. So it's hard to even say whether it's a Hail Mary or not, because she has probably very little legal authority to go on in determining this. And there's actually no criminal component of the Presidential Records Act, which is another thing that the Trump team has pointed out.
While still waiting to see if he's immune from everything.
Right.
Thanks so much, Lexie.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Good.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.